Primal Primos out in nature for their first time. Primal Primos doing some s'mores for the first time. Primal Primos get primal, 'cause that's what we do.
That is what we do.
And what else do we do? Past the
Campfire!
campfires and
Campfire!
everywhere. The
Campfire!
s'mores, and chocolate and graham
Did you-
crackers.
Make one for me?
Yeah, you can buy it. Wanna buy it like this one? You can buy this side.
But you didn't make another stick for
I got one. I got one for you. Don't you worry. I got you covered, Uncle or Pastor John. Here you go. That's pretty good, right? Oh, old school style. There we go. Oh my lord! It's in the fire. Blow it away. There we go. Well, welcome again to Primal Primos episode 17. 17. Number 7. Ooh, back to the lucky number 7.
Nobody
theory.
knows that. It's the wrong podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They don't know. Check out High Vibin. Plugged for you guys out there. Little plug. Anyways, welcome to the special edition of.
Can we start over?
Why do you want to start over? It's fine.
Primal Primos, and we're out here in nature. It's pretty chilly.
Yes,
As
we
you
are.
can see, we have a little campfire going. It's keeping us a little warm, and we need to survive. So we need this
We
campfire.
are in sub-Sahara Africa.
I was gonna say we were in Tahoe because everybody's in Tahoe. How the hell are we gonna get to the Sahara Desert?
That is what you leave them to wonder. But now that you have caught me in the lie in front of millions and millions of people, my reputation is ruined. Thank you very much, my co-host.
I'm sorry, co-host. But we are.
How are you going to recover from that?
We're wherever you guys think we are. You know, we could be in Tahoe, the Sahara Desert. We could be in your daddy's basement.
We could be in your sheets.
We could be in your bathroom.
We could be babysitting for all you know.
We could be in your school.
We could be in the girls' bathroom.
Underneath your bed.
But worry not.
Because we will not do anything to you to harm you. But we will tell some scary, disturbing stories of our past.
Oh, how it's already disturbing already.
Is it really disturbing?
Yeah, I'm a little comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, this is really talking about comfort. Like, we're really close to each other. Do people camp like this?
Can I talk about the physicality of our body placement? Like,
Yes.
you are, I'm the one open, and you're the one closed.
My knees are in
So
your crotch. Right
that
now.
must mean something.
We have to keep ourselves warm, you know what I mean? Because,
Do you feel safe in daddy's legs?
hey, do you feel safe within daddy's knees?
I trust you in my crotch area. Do you trust to be encompassed within my own legs?
I trust it. I gotta trust it now. I mean, we've been in here for like a minute or so. So now we have to trust each other.
It looks like a religious formation of sorts.
Looking like Pastor John, right?
You're looking like, some dude named James that just came to the retreat for Stephanie. He just came to fuck Steph.
You look like you married fucking Steph from the 70s with that shirt.
You look like you don't believe in marriage.
You look like... God damn. Horrible with comebacks.
We have some stories for you
But we
guys.
have some stories for you. Some disturbing, some creepy stories for you. I know it's creepy season, maybe it's not creepy season, but when you are in Tahoe or you're in this forest, you want to like dive into these creepy stories. You want to go You want to say one? Or do you want me to say one first?
I don't really have a creepy story. I have more of a... I used to go to camp when I was 17, 16, 11. Huh?
It's hitting the mic.
Just try.
Okay. And it was a very, innocent time. It was a churchy thing. We sang songs of love. But in the back of your mind, you know that every kid there was horny, especially if you went to Christian camp at 17.
17.
You were there for the Lord, but your body was there for the devil.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have some stories about that, but as in terms of scary, no.
No. I don't know either. I got more like a creepy, more sketch kind of stories, I think.
No, I'm passing that bag over there. So this is actually, says Jeremy on it. That's my name. And these are letters from people at the end of the camp where we would, it's basically like love letters. And should we read some of them?
No, can I read something?
Yeah, you could pull out any.
Can you
of
just
them.
pick out any?
Yeah, don't read the name though. Let's keep it anonymous.
Okay.
And maybe tell me your take on it because no one has ever seen this.
All right, this little note card says, Jeremy, nice to meet you. You are so quiet that I didn't even talk to you once. ... Hope you enjoyed the camp and see you next year. God fucking bless you. Jesus Christ. No, she just said God bless you.
Okay.
She didn't talk to you too much. She put a little smiley to your name, right next to her name. She seems pretty nice. Well, her handwriting, yeah, it's very flirty.
Yeah.
Her handwriting's really good. Now this handwriting is shitty. Well, it's not shitty, but it's like very hectic, I would say. We can read this one.
We'll do a couple throughout the show, maybe.
This is Head Jeremy, my Korean! ! It was so awesome to get to know you. It was fun having you in my small group to my small group to 3. Is that a 3? What is that?
To love.
Loved hearing about your experiences and I think it's and loved hearing about your experiences and opinions. Whoops. He said whoops in quotations or like in parentheses. I hope you will come next year or even drop by at our fellowships.
It's like a little church group.
It says draw me something, okay? From a Korean. So we don't know who this is. Well, do you know this Korean?
I think I do.
Draw me something next time. Did you write this yourself?
No, I did
Why
not.
you wrote all these notes?
Actually,
Oh my god.
I actually kept these because it was a very great time going to these. But now that we never talk, it's kind of weird to look at them because it's kind of like a former self of me that no longer contributes to any one of these social circles. This is the last one before we can.
Like, would you ever would you ever catch up with these people?
I would, but it's just I don't know how I would even go about it.
All right. It says Jeremy, with no comment after that. On Jer, you are such a gentle soul, a gentle person. You have such a kind face.
Aww.
I'm really happy to have met you and that we have so many mutual friends. I know that we will still see each other in the fucking future. In the future, she didn't say fucking future.
There you go, adding extra words.
And yeah, this person seems very lovely. They seem like they were very caring. What'd you guys do? It says she's saying like gentle soul and gentle person. What did you guys do? I want to know.
Well, I'll say this and don't ask me any more questions.
All right.
We touched hands. That's about it.
That's the first step.
They get spicier.
Mhm.
There's some more spicy cards.
So there's multiple girls.
We'll go
There's
on them
multiple
later.
girls and guys. Gals and girls.
Girls and guys, you know.
Gals and girls are the same shit.
But,
Gals and girls and women. All types of ages, you know what I mean?
all types of ages.
Well, gals are more known to be older, and then girls, I mean,
Is that true?
I don't know, right?
No.
Someone fact check that. I don't know. K-Rod? Where's K-Rod? She's lost.
Someone.
Our intern's not here.
there's a-
Sarah. Fucking Sarah. Are you out there?
No,
Sarah!
I don't think she's in.
Fucking hell.
Well,
Do we
you
fire
want
her?
to quiet your voice down because there are mama bears out here. So they have a bite force that is actually stronger than a tiger and a lion, which is kind of incredible. So you don't want to fuck with that.
Bring him on. I don't mind.
Look, humans only have like 100 psi is how they measure bite force.
100?
Yeah, and
What are we-
100 something, and lions, no, not lions, bears are like above, they're like 900 something.
Holy fucking shit.
Isn't that crazy?
That's fucking crazy. They always
So-
attack a neck. Apparently,
So, shut the fuck up.
yeah. Apparently, like lions, any type of even a bear, they attack the neck first. They take her back in a way. You know what I mean? That's pretty scary.
Yeah, and they could paw you to fucking
And they have
death.
fucking claws. Fucking lions.
So we have to be careful out here in not sub-Saharan Africa because bears don't.
They're everywhere. They keep in your living room. They keep in your bathroom. Just fucking be careful. Cover your
Oh,
fucking neck the
no.
whole time. You never know.
Waking up to a grizzly bear,
You know, they might be underneath your bed. These pedo bears, you know what I mean? So,
pedo bears.
yeah. Anyways, but yeah, what happened to this camp? Like, it seems pretty fun. It seems like I would want to be there. I always wanted to go to a summer camp, and I never
Can I
had
tell
the
you?
privilege to go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I'll tell you this, right? You know, something about camp hits you different.
Mhm. You're more free.
Is there something you want to say?
Okay.
Pizza's here.
Oh, the pizza's here. All right, let's bring the pizza
Pizza? Oh,
as I tell the story.
oh, thank you, Sarah. She actually was here. Thanks, Sarah. Now
Thanks,
get the fuck
Sarah.
out of here. I'm sorry, Sarah. We don't mean that.
She went to
Or
go
do I?
pick up the pizza.
She went to go. That's where she was the whole time. Sarah, oh my god. Next time, tell us. For
Kira?
that, you're fired. All right. They're not telling us, not advising us. They're not telling us anything. Oh my god. Okay, the pizza's here, but you were saying
I was saying that
something else is in the air when you're
there's
out
something
there.
about nature that
You're not in the
just
city anymore.
right.
you know?
It just hits
No
different.
parents. I'm guessing.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the trees. Like putting your back against a strong oak. Oh,
Let it ride you.
and you feel like the
little, like,
the
ripple?
dips
Dips. Mm-hmm.
and divins on your back,
Mm.
and you sort of fuse with nature for a second.
Mm-hmm.
There's an erratic squirrel just looking like it's on heroin. Like
Mm-hmm.
all the GMOs, or all the stuff is non-GMO. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
It's organic as can be. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take one.
You take one? Okay.
We'll take one too.
Even nature boners. Nature boners hit different.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like city boners and nature boners are different. City boners are like, why? Nature boners are like,
You're more primal. That's one
Hello.
thing. You are nature, so your animal characteristics or instincts
Thank
come out.
here
know?
you
Oh,
are.
Thank you.
Can't believe they came all the way out here to sub-Saharan Africa. These
All the way.
Lovely
these
people.
pizza peeps are
DoorDash, you're amazing. You go above and beyond.
fishing for sponsors always.
Just sponsor us, you know? We need that little extra, help financially.
So
That's what-
actually, I was
Mhm.
coming. Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm saying.
No, go.
I was coming back from a Christian camp trip,
Mm-hmm.
and I got to know this girl very closely. I don't think I crushed on her, but she definitely crushed on me. And you know that
Mm-hmm.
feeling you have when someone crushes on you, and you kind of, do I like her because she likes me?
Mm-hmm.
One of those situations, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember it was dark. She was sitting right next to me, and she put her head on my lap.
Mm.
And the only thing I think of is, do not get a boner.
Mm.
Now I'm 17 and hormones are raging,
Mm-hmm.
and she literally had her ear on my dick.
Mm.
Oh,
She
And
wanted
so-
to hear for your baby. She was like, I want to, what's in there?
Like, it was like, who are you calling?
Mm-hmm.
And I was afraid my iPhone 5 would turn into an iPhone 10,
Mm-hmm.
if you catch my drift.
Mm-hmm.
And so those are the little things that you remember growing up in your youth, hearing, the little bugs.
Mm-hmm.
When your grandma says, ooh, it smells good because it's nature,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just passing by in the car with the window down, you're like, it smells like shit.
It smells like shit. That's true nature.
Now that I'm 26, I'm starting to understand where she comes from.
Mm.
This is such a weird. You're eating s'mores on top of a bitten pizza.
We're fucking innovative. We're the fucking Primal Primos. We do what we have in front of us.
We do what we have in front of us.
Yeah. We make do.
Now that is a nature boner story in the making.
So you enjoyed your experience. It sounds like it was a fun time.
I did.
Your little friend had a good time.
You know, I tried to make it not a good time.
Mm.
Like, again, I didn't want to lead her on. And she took a nap with her ear on my cock. And that was a little much for my 17-year-old self. But for me, it was the equivalent of getting laid. Like a head on a lap was my equivalent of getting laid. So bonus points for me. But I'm glad I didn't get hard.
That's a hard one. I mean, I have a little story. I mean, it's just like a little. I remember this one time I had a friend. She's the girl who was a friend, and she was just sitting on my lap, and I was trying to. And this was kind of like in college. I remember we're heading to somewhere. There was a lot of people in the car. She was in the backseat. I was in the backseat. We all had to fit in, and she had to sit on top of me. And I'm like, fuck, this would be so hard. You know, I think.
Who was in the car?
A couple friends that we know. And but the person in the back, I was sitting, she was there too, so she got on top of me. I'm like, and I didn't say like get on top of me. I'm like, I guess she just
hopped on top.
Just hopped on top of me because it was best for the situation because we were all packed into a small car, like a 4-door car, and she got in the back. She sat on top of me. I'm like, fuck, I couldn't even enjoy the ride. I think we were going to Santa Cruz or somewhere nice, and I couldn't enjoy it. I was just like concentrating on so hard not to pop that boner up. Right. So fucking hard. I was just, and she turned around every now and then. She was like, "Are you okay? Like, is this fine?" But she'll move around. You think that's helpful? You think that's fucking helpful? That's gonna make you go up again.
Ladies,
do not move around if you're sitting on a guy's lap. But to love fucking God, you know what I mean?
And if you're confused and you think that he's thinking too much for you, he's not leading him on, you wiggle on top of his lap.
Do not wiggle, because you know what's coming up if that happens. But damn, it seems like a good time. Then you had a good time.
I did have a good time. Didn't you just go to Tahoe?
I went to Tahoe, and I wanted to experience the creepy stories, but I did not, because my girlfriend is a little scaredy cat, and she is watching this, and she knows she's a little scaredy cat. But I wanted to do a real campfire. Now I get to do a campfire here in the Sahara Desert. So, but nothing like camp related. Like, I guess it wasn't in a freaking like bungalow, but it was near like hotels. You know what I mean? Right. It wasn't the full camp experience, but we decided we're gonna do that next year, if anything, like a full camp experience. You know.
What did you enjoy about the camping experience the most?
Like, if I were to be in a camping experience, or like...
Well, you went to Tahoe, yeah, right?
Well, yeah, but it was more like we stayed at a bungalow. It felt like it was more like indoors, or it felt like it was around a lot more people. It wasn't like a tent, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I want to do. I want to be like in a tent and be out like deserted in nature.
Don't mind me if I examine your skin a little. It's just what happens when you're so close to someone.
But nothing creepy happened. I mean...
You got a little... marshmallow.
You want to lick it off?
No, I got it off.
But yeah, nothing really happened. I wish it was more campy, but it was. We saw the lake, of course. We saw a lot of lakes, and they were beautiful. But other than that, nothing creepy happened. I'm trying to figure out. You know, you see every now and then you would hear sounds, but that's probably the eddies that we took. But other than that, now she took too much. I'll say this: the last night there, I decided to take like almost 40 milligrams, which is a lot. It's a lot for me. But she took a lot more than she usually does. Right. She took 15.
The fact that you took 40
was a lot. And we took it
sounds
really fucking late.
Inhumane. Like, why would you do that to yourself? I can't even handle 20.
We 20 took it literally at almost midnight. Now imagine taking that. So that's hitting you throughout the whole night. We had to wake up in the morning the next day, and we're still fucking super high. And but she was paranoid. We were watching the movie Flight on my laptop,
Mm-hmm.
And like half hour in, she was super good until out of nowhere she thought she was having a panic attack. She was like, "Oh fuck, I gotta breathe, I gotta breathe, I gotta get out of here."
Right.
So she was getting out, in and out of the bungalow, trying to get some fresh air. She came back in. I'm like, "Chill, baby, chill."
Is that what you
But
said?
it made it worse. I feel like chill is the last word you want to say to someone.
It's kind of like telling a girlfriend you're exaggerating.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, I'm fucking not.
Yeah, but she's actually like, "No, I'm not chill." So she was literally coming back and forth, and I'm like, "Just sit down." But no, eventually you had to take her out for a walk. I felt like I didn't try to say she was like a dog, but she wanted to go for a walk, so we went out for a walk in the middle of the night. And we came back and she chilled, and we just literally knocked out like babies after that. So that helped out a lot. So,
Now, how are you on 40 milligrams?
I started to see the waves. You know what I mean? That's how you know you're super high. Everything's kind of just like wavy.
Started to see the waves.
Mm-hmm. When everything's kind of wavy and things are like starting to swirl, like that's how you know.
And you're like, this is weird.
Yeah.
We're in sub-Saharan Africa. There's no ocean nearby.
We're in close. I think we're kind of close to the lake, but yeah, but still, either way. Yeah.
You took that way literally.
Yeah. But yeah, nothing happened. Nothing happened. It was chill. No, nothing creepy. Nothing creepy. So I wish something creepy. Oh, actually, this was kind of creepy. It was kind of weird. On the way back, we were heading to SF or Oakland, and we put the GPS, and the GPS took us on an alternate route to go to Oakland, and it took us around the mountains, like literally with deserted mountains. And at one point, I kept rerouting, trying to go back the way we came from. So we did do that, and then we did it again. We did another route. It told us, go back to the mountains. So we're like, what the fuck? And no one's around the mountains, so we're like, what's going on? And then my girl was freaking out. She was just like, I kept telling her like, I heard the story. If you don't pick up the hitchhiker in the mountains, he would be in the backseat of your car. So you have to pick him up. And she was like, don't tell me that. Stop. Like she was like stop. I already told you. She was super mad.
You probably did it in a low voice, very slow pace.
Like, oh, did you hear about that story?
Just like, driving, stop. Not looking, just straight ahead.
Not gonna lie, I was kind of scared myself too. I'm like, fuck, I'm telling you scary stories, but I'm scared myself. I'm like, let's get the fuck out of these mountains as quick as possible. But I wanted to keep on telling scary stories to her, but I knew at one point I felt like I was gonna make her cry. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just leave it as it is. Let's keep her creepy. She was really creeped out. She was already like on her phone looking. She didn't want to look up at the road. It was super dark, pitch black. But we eventually got out. But it was so weird how it rerouted us back to the mountains. Like something was weird. My phone was acting up. Something strange was in that night for sure.
Well,
back.
I think we have this sort of, especially as people who live in the city, an odd relationship with nature.
With nature.
Because it is the unknown. We're not familiar with it. Whenever people say, oh my, I need to unplug, relax, go camping, fuck it. I want to live like a monk in the mountains. Get the fuck out of here. You're gonna get anxious. You don't know what the fuck to do there. It's not gonna be as comfortable. First of all, people already take issue with sleeping on the floor. Can you sleep on the floor? You don't even sleep on the floor at your house. Why would you sleep on the floor on gravel?
But there's the beauty of nature too. I was telling her, the whole time we were like freaked out, we could like stepped out of the car, just parked there and looked at the stars. The stars were like clear as daylight. You could see them just pop out, shining, glimmering. I'm like, I told her at one point there, but she was like, no, don't stop the car. But you could literally see the whole stars in the sky, and it was just beautiful. But she didn't want to stop because she was freaked out.
Kind of like this, huh? Wow.
This is beautiful, you see?
I've never seen so many stars out all at once.
What the fuck is that over
One
there?
time I counted 100 stars.
You see that over there?
Duct tape.
Is that no. That's a bear. Oh, never mind. That's fucking Sarah. It's looking like a fucking bear. Never mind. Sarah, why the fuck are you scaring us? Get out of here.
This pizza is an extra large, and extra large is for 3 people, not for 4. So look elsewhere for food.
This is for the little critters out here, Sarah. Not for you, all right? I know your fat ass wants them, but no, we're not gonna give it to you.
Oh, I see a critter right there.
That's a big ass critter over there. Do you have any creepy stories?
Can I see that critter?
This is Jeremy J. Al.
You already asked me this. I don't.
You don't have any other creepy stories?
Do you have any creepy stories?
Sketch stories? I have pretty sketch story.
Hey, little guy. I think I cleaned him. What's the story?
It's a nasty ass critter. Oh shit.
I know.
Does the camera see it?
Look at that. Look at the beauty on that.
Oh my god.
Wow. One antenna is fucked up.
Is he dead?
But that's nature. It's blind in one eye. You know, it's the law of the land, though. You don't always win. I mean, surviving is already winning if you think about it, right?
We're the one who came out the womb, you know what I mean? We're the ones coming out fighting.
Right, we were the alpha sperm that made it out.
So we're the fighters. We're the ones who came out winning.
Right.
But anyways, I do have a little sketch story. This one time that I was applying for jobs. This is before I ever got the teaching job. I'm in this position right now. So I started applying for a lot of video editing jobs, a lot of like gallery internships, and I saw this one post about that you could help out with equipment for like a video for like a movie set, and you had to like collect like the audio equipment, store like basically all the equipment for like the shoot basically, and they'll pay you to get there to the set. They'll pay you for the whole day. They'll give you a bonus, whatever, this and that. So I was like, oh shit, this is so good. Like, this is what I wanted. This is like the entryway to that little industry of the movie making and all that.
Right.
And so right away I sent my resume. I sent him a little cover letter saying like, hey, like I did a video editing class. I was a TA, this and that. Like I love it. I love this kind of stuff. And I was just saying like, yeah, like I'm wondering if the position's still available, this and that. So yeah, they contacted me right away, super right away. It was probably within an hour, saying, oh yeah, like it's still available. Would you want to come in this time around? Like the thing is, it's super quick. We need people right away. So they're saying, oh, okay, well, I was like, okay, well that seems right. Like they have to shoot it quick. It's within 2 weeks. It's gonna be here in the city. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, when do you guys want to do it? And they're like, oh, well, before we do that, we need you to like do a couple things. We need you to like look over a couple papers. I want you to sign this, sign these papers, and then we'll go through like the direct deposit stuff and all that, the money thing. And I'm like, So I started looking for like this place that there were just video editing or video, company. And I checked their website, and it seemed legit. Until it was very like very plain. It was just like, it seemed like it was one of those default kind of like profiles you make, like in Wix.com and some shit like that. Like it was very plain. It didn't really.
Hey, Wix.com is a good site.
But when you're starting out, like hold up, I have a shitty Wix website.
I have a great Wix website. Yeah.
Let's see it. Put the link on there.
SugarhillSF.com. Check it out. I took the photos. It's great.
Okay. Well, some Wix websites work, I guess. But it looked like a generic website, and it was just like, it didn't lead to anywhere. They didn't have an Instagram page that you could click onto. Another like extra link. It was just one single page where it says, we do the best quality fucking videos. We work for Marvel, this and that. And I'm like,
oh, just one page.
It was just one page.
Okay, that's a
so
little
it was weird. Something was off. I'm like, what am I?
What was the image? Do you remember?
The images were cool. They were like a person kind of video editing. Look kind of like super like that was the dream job for me. Like everything was lining up for me in a way. Like, oh, that could be me. That could be me in video editing.
Right.
I was so excited. And then I was like, it's one page, whatever. It's kind of weird. I don't give a fuck. So then I was like on the process to get this paper printed out and signed and then faxed to them. But then I was like, wait, something's up a little bit. So I texted a friend of mine, my sister, letting them know, like, what do you think about this job post? And they're like, what they asked for, they're like, oh, well, they asked for me to sign a couple papers and then send it back to them, send a copy to them. And they're like, hold up, and do you know where this place is at? I'm like, not really. And we checked it up. Me and my friend checked it up online. We Google mapped it, and it just led to like this creepy ass building, fucking building torn down in the middle of nowhere. So we're like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, I messaged the person. So what I tried to do, I was like, you know what? Let me just. I'm not sure where the location's at or like where. I told him I could just send it in person. I'm like, hey, I could send this in person. I want to see the person that's hiring me for this gig or whatever.
So there was no interview process?
There was no interview process. The weird part too. So I messaged them like, yo, can I at least see the person hiring me? Can I do it in person, the signature?
Can
Like,
I
wanna
see the
person.
pedophile that's coming after me before I get touched?
Yeah, basically, let me just see you. Let me at least see you. So you could touch me. I don't mind. Like, let me just see you, though.
Yeah, well, let's see what I'm working with.
What I'm working with. Oh, okay, you're a little hairy from the back, but that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
we'll make things work. We'll make things work.
It's Hollywood. We all
get
know what's going down here.
Oh, yeah, I can shave you. It's all good.
But if you're going to come at me with a question mark face, like you're some sort of Facebook default photo, get the fuck out of here.
That's not how stars are, born. We gotta see you.
Yeah, if I ask you how many inches you got and you say, I don't know, get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out. Make it juicy.
I want to know what I'm working with.
There we go.
If you're a 3-incher, tell me you got the stroke game on point.
Tell me the good things about it. Don't tell me the bad things about it.
If you're an 8-incher, you good.
You're good. You're solid.
Right on, right here.
And then, I guess, yeah, I decided, like, okay, let me just message this guy. Tell him, like, where, like, can we meet up, this and that. And the guy was like, no, like, basically, nah. he didn't take that for an answer or, like, a response.
The fuck you mean meet up?
He was like, no, we got to get it done right now because we had to do it within a couple days to shoot. And I'm like, I thought it was weeks. He was like, no, a couple days. I'm like, now he changed it. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Something's not adding up. And I'm like, I stopped there. I'm like, you know what? This is creepy. There's an abandoned building. And he wants my signature for the money process stuff. I'm like, nah. So I was going to go through with it, but then I called my sister too. And she let me know. She's like, you should probably go visit the building. And I was like, maybe I could. And I was actually deciding to do that, but before the actual day, I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna go with my friend to check it out, and I'm like, you know what, let's not go. It's a little sketch. And he was like, yeah, it's true, we're not gonna go. Imagine if we went to that building.
Well,
some crazy ass motherfucker just stabs the shit out of us and takes our money.
And then we write the movie The Hangover Primal Primos edition.
Damn. That's true.
That'd be literally the only reason I would do something like that, to have a story. But that does sound a bit odd, the fact that it was an abandoned building. I mean, are you gonna tell me you got computers laid around in an abandoned building?
It was sketch as hell. Didn't look like it was in the city, somewhere out of the city. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? The location that was set in the post. And I'm like, this is something's odd. And the sad part is, I mean, I was just like, damn, I was bummed out. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was really like, I was hyped that I was gonna get the job. You know,
He
right
also-
away, no interview process. I'm like, he's like, oh, you got the spot. He said, and you just gotta do this and that. And I'm like, oh, perfect. I was telling everybody, well, at least my sister and my friend, and I was like, yo, I got this job for this thing and that. I'm like, they're gonna pay me this much, and like, oh, that's really good. And I'm like, I was already like seeing the future, and I'm like, nope. Reality check. They're fucking scammers. You know.
Reality check. They prey upon the young and impressionable.
The young and the fucking.
And you were
newly graduates.
Yeah.
And I was like aspiring filmmakers. Right. So out there, if you guys are trying to find a job, be careful for those motherfuckers.
Hear their voice, at least. You know, video chat.
I was really bummed out though. I was really about to cry. I'm like,
I mean, it's either, get raped, or, it's just.
At least the guy could have told me like, yeah, you can make it in the fucking business while fucking me. You know what I mean? Like, you could say something.
Yeah, that's more direct. Then you can make an actual decision. But you want the snaky route.
Or maybe it was actually true. Maybe they actually needed that like signature, and they were actually gonna like bring me out there.
Well, if it was chances are.
What are the chances?
They don't have any workers. If their building is trash, they're in desperation to hire. So that's why you didn't have an interview process. That's what I'm thinking.
That's another thing. Yeah.
At the very least.
Yeah, that's always a thought in my head.
That's best case scenario.
Yeah, best case scenario. The worst case scenario. What's the worst case scenario?
You're dead.
You're dead. You fucking ass fucked, and you're dead.
You're dead.
And you're dead for sure. Yeah. Here's to my hopes and dreams.
Yes.
In the starry night like this.
Yeah, man. I could just lay down and let's read a couple more. Let's bring up the vibe a little.
More, inspiring notes from.
I got a lot in here. Maybe
camp,
I'll give you a spicy one.
Camp colleagues, right?
What about this one? This one's a little spicy. This is a different girl. The wiggle is good on that one.
It says Laffy! Exclamation point, smiley face. Laffy, why Laffy? I'm really glad you came to camp this year. Time flies by so fast. It's officially 1 year since we've met. We haven't really been able to talk this camp, but no worries. Cut? Is that cut? Because we are gonna Skype in college, right? She put a question mark. She's like, right? Are we gonna Skype? A little smiley face too. I like that. I will make fun of you together. Who's this? Oh, you gotta believe that. It's so creepy how we know. Keep meeting mutual friends. We are gonna have all the same friends soon. Hope you had a fun time at camp and I got something out of it. Love. Da 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 da. She said love. Her name. No. With a smiley face at the end. Oh. You got a lot of girlfriends in this.
Just friends.
Yeah.
Just friends.
Just friends who touch your hand.
You know.
Who touch your hand?
Because we were.
Sleep on your crotch.
That one we haven't read yet. We'll save that one for last.
Oh, I'm gonna read that one. I'm a little excited now.
But we'll read another one later. I have a story about one of these camp stories.
A creepy one? Yeah, tell us.
Not a creepy one.
Sketch?
Not sketch. It's more innocent. I don't think I have any
To me, it was just like
scary stories. Maybe I can think of one until at the very end here. But you know, I used to have a lot of crushes in high school, as most people are at that age do. And this is a story of my top one crush.
Top one.
It's called The Story of Mel. It all began at 11th grade. Let me get my glasses. Gateway High School. As most boys at that age, I set my eyes on a lot of cuties. Bow-legged Ruby with the hot body. Lily with the boyfriend who I occasionally had eye contact with. She sat 2 tables to my left in geometry at Mr. B's. I overheard a friend ask about her boob size. Anyways. But then there's the queen of cuties, the one. The one you would do anything to get with if you had the balls to.
No matter what, right?
And if you didn't, you'd probably regret it today. My best friend at the time, who I will call El Jefe, because he was the leader of the friend group, had a crush on someone named Mel. Little did he know, so did I. It all started with the 3-way call, El Jefe, me, and her, Mel.
How did you get in this 3-way call, by the way? How did that happen? How did
I
that
don't
go
remember.
about? You know?
The 3-way call?
You're like, hey, let's just call each other at night, all of us, you know? And those were big back in the day.
Yeah.
FaceTime wasn't around.
It was a big
FaceTime
deal to
wasn't
get
a
a
big
3-way
thing.
call.
A 3-way call? That's legit. You guys are friends
Right.
forever.
It means
Kira's like,
it's,
fuck that.
you know, phone calls are like 5 minutes max, unless it's me and you. Let's be real. It's 2 hours long.
It's 2 fucking hours.
But with anyone else, it's like 5 minutes, blah, blah, blah. Skype calls, for sure, an hour or over. That is exactly what happened. So Mel, she was petite, she was cute, all the words. But rumor had it, Heffy had the hots for her in freshman year. 2 high school years have gone by, so that's like a whole prison sentence. An hour goes by on this phone call with only a few words from Hefe. Me and Mel are hitting it off. We all make a date to watch Fast and Furious 5. Hefe and I show up to the theater in downtown San Francisco, and Mel was wearing a light green button-up. And I remember thinking, she looks vibrant. She looks very good right now. A shadow peeks from behind her, and her parents emerge out of the San Francisco fog. This has turned into quite the operation. As much as I liked Mel, I liked my friend more. I nudged Hefe to go grab popcorn with her. He declined. I don't know why. And so the role of wingman quickly turned into the spirit of the eagle. It's my time to swoop. Mel's parents sat right behind us in the movie theater.
Who the Lordy.
As we were watching the movie, they were watching us.
I like that.
Mel drops her phone halfway through the movie, and we were both looking for it for approximately 5 minutes. Or in my case, pretending to. Hefe is brewing in a dangerous silence. I forgot to say I was sitting in the middle. Anyways.
What is the placement? So you were sitting in the middle and she was in
She was on my right and he was to my left. But I told him to go first and he said no. So now that I think about it, it felt like I was on an episode of The Bachelorette. Or, you know what I mean? Like, or maybe...
You get your time to, like, spend with her?
Yeah.
And then she decides, I don't know if that was a good date or not, but I liked also, you know, El Jefe more this time around, you know? Her opinions could sway really quick.
Right. It was this weird competition. Maybe like two lions.
Did he also
fighting for the affection of a lioness?
Could he tell that it was very competitive himself? Like he was like trying to...
He was quiet the whole time. That was
analyzing that maybe.
Yeah. It was weird because he was declining. Like I was like, go ahead. Madame is waiting for you. I know you like her. But at the same time, he declined. It was quite odd.
That was odd. That's an odd one, Jefe.
So...
So what happens between... How far were you guys in the movie when this happened?
Like this was like the phone dropping? That was like the middle. Okay. And then we watched the whole movie and me and her hitting it off and he's just silent the whole time, right? And so we finished the movie and we go into the parents' car because that's how the date was going to end no matter what. And I force Jefe to sit in the middle. It's like, now's your chance. So Mel is to his left and I'm to his right. We're all in the back seat. And she goes, oh, I have something for you, Jeremy. And I said, I have something for you.
Do you really? Oh.
She takes out a Ziploc bag of her favorite cereal. We had been talking about favorite cereals on the Skype call.
So fucking corny, but good.
Her favorite cereal, I think was...
What if it was the driest fucking cereal ever?
It was Raisin Bran.
Ew.
What the fuck? Who's that? And it is the most driest, boring cereal. Oh my god.
And here's the thing. I took out my favorite bag.
It's all the sugary and fuck tricks.
Of my favorite cereal.
Which one was it?
Honey Bunches of Oats.
Oh my god.
Arguably the two worst cereal flavors of all time. But no, on that day, we were perfect for each other. We exchanged our favorite cereals hovering over Hefe's lap.
Oh my god.
And the rest is history. Mel and I...
It in his face.
Yeah. Mel and I never shared a touching moment afterwards. Was it sheer luck? Was it competition? Was it an accident? I will never know. But this story, I will never forget. The story of Mel.
Damn. Fucking Mel. Making guys go crazy since Gateway days.
Popular girl too.
It's in 1994, right?
Since 1994 there, basically. Damn, Mel.
So I don't think anyone from that school knows that I like her. So this may be the confession here.
I mean, if most people
You still like her?
No, I don't still like her, but no one...
That was a good answer, Corey.
That was a quick...
No, you just said that.
That was quick.
I don't think anyone in that school knew that I like her.
Liked.
Playback.
Everyone else from that school knows that I like her. You didn't hear the silent D. You didn't hear the silent D.
Damn. I'll probably be all over Mel too. Shit.
I'm gonna show a smell after this.
There's actually a very not cute picture of her that I actually have in this bag here. Do you want to see it? Because
you show it to me.
Because after this situation, she invited us both to the Christian camp, and I went to it.
but we didn't talk at all in the thing,
Why not?
which was so weird. I think because I was awkward and I don't know what it was.
She liked
I was-
another boy.
Yeah, and people were even asking like, "Are you guys like each other?" And apparently she said no, which kind of broke my
I
heart.
have this one story.
She was over you.
That's which one it
Sherry.
is. So that's me right there.
That's you all the way to the left? Oh shit, it is. And then Mel, let's see. Mel, who's the heartbreaker? Let's see.
It's not. Yeah, everyone's ugly because we probably didn't shower and didn't have
Y'all
our...
look like nothing.
Yeah.
You
didn't
guys just look
shower?
really like sunburned. I
There's
feel
her
like.
right there.
That's Mel.
Yeah. But I'll show you a better picture. That's,
Lordy.
everyone looks crusty in this. I look crusty in this.
You guys all look beautiful. Oh, of course. Except for Mel. No, it's like,
For Mel.
no.
She's
like,
right below me, and
oh my
it's
god.
so funny because we're like in the same
Did you
that
still
same
like her at the time?
lane.
Yeah, kind of.
The one wearing the college sweater or the other one? The one next to that girl
Like on the edge.
on the edge.
Yeah.
Damn, I have a little story. It's like a really quick story, but I remember in middle school, I would kind of like, I like looking at girls, so, I was
Damn,
every
yeah.
now and then checking out girls. And I would always do this one little stare at them. I was just like very, like, seductive. I would watch all these, like, Agent Cody Banks movies,
You're such a flirt, bro.
I was trying to be a flirt, but I was barely learning the art of the flirt, you know what I mean? So I was barely, like, doing different tactics, doing different, like, looks to see which one worked. But I stuck on one, I remember, specifically, and I was just, like, always, like, staring down a girl for, like, maybe 5 seconds, and that was enough. If it was more than 5 seconds, I thought in my head I was creepy. But eventually, someone caught up to me looking at them.
You didn't fart, did you? Okay.
Maybe.
You did?
No.
Smells.
Smells a little funky. I think it's all this,
Okay.
all combined. But anyways, yeah, this one person caught up, and I forgot who this was specifically, but it was in the summer. It was a summer school too, and I kept looking at this one girl in the front seat. She was always in the front, the same seat all the time. Whenever I came into the classroom, I would come in late, so I would get to see her all the time. So I would stare her down every time. I would be like if I didn't even, like, if it was so, like, so chill, like, it wasn't, like, trying. I was just, like, trying to be the cool guy who's coming in, or, like.
You
And
probably
then I walked
look
away.
like you were trying to learn the body weight for the first time.
I was like, I'm not looking at you, but maybe I am. Like, are you looking at me? No, never mind. And then I'll go back to my seat. It would happen every morning. I never got to, like, I would say to my friend in summer school, I'll be like, this is the day I'm gonna talk to her. But no, never happened. I kept doing it every morning, just looking
How
at
old
her.
were you?
This was in middle school going to high school. So I was an 8th grader going into freshman year. And so I kept doing that every morning for summer school. And one day, I think we're forming into groups, and I remember she sat in front of me actually. She was actually, I think, in the same group, but I didn't get to talk to her again, so I kept staring at her every now and then, giving her that little eye, being like that. And then, nope, I still didn't say anything to her, so ended up happening again. And then one day, I think, before she left class, she was like, hey you, like, she just, like, called me out. She basically called me out. She was like, hey you. She, like, stared at me. She went like this. She went like that.
No way.
With her friend, and her friend, they both of them just laughed and walked away, and I was like,
Wow.
wow.
That's embarrassing.
That was embarrassing. And I'm
But
like,
did
now.
you like that she remembered that?
But I liked. That's a good thing. Yeah, I did like that she actually noticed I was looking at her. But the thing is, I got sick throughout the summer. Yeah, so I didn't end the summer school, so I didn't get to see her after that. Like, it was midway through the summer, I got really sick, and I didn't go to summer school after that. But it was kind of nice, but also kind of embarrassing, because she literally stared at me. She was like, "Hey, this is you.
Wow.
This is you. Like, I'm noticing it, but you're very, like, creeper status. You know?"
Have you noticed though, like, especially girls in like that high school range, maybe even middle school a little bit, the way that they flirt is kind of mean. It was just like I remember one time this girl was like, I think I was singing a song and she was like, it's not even a good song, and I was like, I don't think she was like, that was mean. I feel like she was like, trying to make conversation or trying to.
She was like, "That's a sucky song. Why would you ever like that?"
Right, like spark me up so I would say something. It didn't work, but I think that's what it's a flirting tactic. I think guys do it too.
I did that too. I actually have a story that actually is true, because I was trying to my way of flirting in middle school was it changed every now and then. But I remember like in probably 7th grade, my way was kind of like to like bother them a little bit. You know what I mean? I'll be like, hey, like, oh my god, you're so like annoying. I'll be actually the annoying one. I'll be like just telling them stuff. Like I'm like, oh my god, like why are you so like, I don't know. I would just say stuff to this specific girl all the time. Every
Why
time
are you wearing Uggs? Are you a bear?
Basically, yes. I would just say anything. Like, why are you wearing that shirt? It doesn't even match. Like, I'll be like super a stickler on that kind of things.
You guys don't realize that that hurts our feelings.
Mm.
And then we're definitely not gonna like you.
Mm. But in a way,
not in the movies. In the movies, they don't like you at first.
If you're being rude like that, like, ew, that's sure.
Anyways, but I was trying to, I was being mean, but I was flirting in that way. I was like, I like you, but I didn't know how to react, basically.
Did it work?
No, it did not.
You guys need to teach your future sons how to properly flirt in middle school.
Flirt. But times change, so like the flirting would change too. So I don't know.
I think it works though. I think it can work, but obviously.
Well, what happened with this one was basically like it got to the point where we had the same gym class, and then one time I was gonna go up to her again, but her brother was there. Her older brother was there.
Ooh.
And the older brother was like, "Hey, like, can I talk to you for a second?" No, like, and I was gonna go up to her, but he like stepped in front of me. Like, movies where you're like, your eyes already towards the goal right there, and out of nowhere, boom, big old dude, big belly brother. It was like, "Hey, like, how you were like bothering?"
Start it over again. I'm gonna play Big Brother music.
Big brother, let's go. Big brother, big brother coming with this big belly coming to say something to little Armando. And what he said is to stop bothering her sister.
Not good.
Oh, okay.
I forgot the song.
Well, he basically said, like, oh, I heard you were talking, like, you're annoying my sister. You're saying all these stuff. Like, are we gonna have a problem? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I don't know, it's very hurtful. You shouldn't say this and that. But I wanted to tell him, like, I like your sister, but I was just like, that's true. I won't tell her anything. We was a bigger dude, so I was just in my head. I was like, I backed down. I was just like, yeah, I won't say anything anymore. And he's like, okay, so we don't have a problem anymore. I'm like, yeah, we won't.
He said that? You don't have a problem?
He's like, okay, we're chill then. He was like, and he gave me that low, like, very condescending, like, very, like, handshake, like, we're good now. Like, we're brothers somehow. Like, nah. Like, he was about to beat me up if I was to say, like, I'm gonna keep doing that to your sister.
Is it condescending, though, if you're the one who backed away? You kind of sealed the deal on the position, the hierarchical, I am here and you are there.
Well, basically, yeah, he was making it seem like you're gonna accept this no matter what, or unless you want to beat down, basically. And I'm like, fuck. So then I stopped talking to her. I stopped like trying to like try to stop flirting with her. I guess my tactics of flirting, But now we know that I learned from that, and so I changed my tactics, and I think they worked out somewhat. I don't know.
Told you it doesn't work.
So that one didn't work in that sense, yes.
Well, you got alpha by the actual alpha.
Yeah, alpha.
But because the sister told.
The sister was. That's the thing that annoyed me. Like, why did you tell him?
The sister was testing you? What if you came out of that?
Hypothetically, if she was
out.
I don't know. Thinking about it now, maybe I was really annoying. I was annoying to her, so I don't know. But yeah, that does seem. Actually, that could have been true. Also, maybe.
Bigger kids were so scary though. Like when you're
all those crying kids,
11-year-olds are like, yeah, damn.
Even the grade up, because I was in 7th grade, I think, and he was like in 8th grade, or it must have been the 6th grade, and he was a 7th grader. But they're still, even one grade up, they're still like they're huge in your world.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You're looking at the Peach Fuzz like, God damn, they're old.
The Peach Fuzz?
Yeah, you're like a grown man shit because they have Peach Fuzz and you
they have like a couple little hairs just sticking out.
Yeah.
Who knows, but...
Look at his beard. Some real man shit. Just real 2 pieces
shit. I watch porn, so I'm a real man. That was a big thing back in middle school. If you were to watch porn, you'll be like the one like...
Really?
Mature or whatever. I remember in my group, I guess, there was a lot of guys who were like, I watched porn before, have you? And they would like kind of flex on that. The first time I remember seeing porn, he was my friend in middle school. He literally brought the magazine to school. He had it in his backpack.
Can we cut it right before you tell the story?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me take a fat.
Yeah, so the first time I saw porn, it was through a porn magazine, which is kind of traditional in a way.
Snacks on deck, bitches.
Fucking Sahara Desert 2020, bitch.
Sub-Sahara Africa popcorn.
This is the realest kind. Let me get some of that.
Salt from the ground. Oh,
Uno
ma.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Pastor John.
You gotta say after a couple seconds of processing the flavor in your mouth. Otherwise, your is fake.
It's
No,
too soon.
I process it really quick. That's the thing.
No.
I got that lizard tongue. Oh.
If you want to say you're not human, you can do that.
I'm
But
not
on
human.
this planet, no.
But yeah, porn for the first time ever. My friend, he said, "I'm gonna bring you a magazine tomorrow." And in my head, I'm like, "What kind of magazine?" And I'm like, and then I was like, "Okay, maybe he's thinking about a porn magazine." And I'm like, "He's not gonna bring it. Like that will be frowned upon. You can't bring that in school. Like you can't do that." But no, he's for sure a rebel. This guy's crazy. Next day in lunchtime comes around. He pulls out his backpack, and I'm like, "Oh, is he gonna bring some snacks out?" Nope, different type of snack. You see a freaking girl with wide open legs just showing me, bless you.
Do you remember exactly what it looked like?
It was just hairy. That's what scared me. A little bit.
Naked.
Naked lady with
White woman.
her like, Venus flytrap open, you know what I mean? And just
Venus flytrap.
Venus flytrap like this one right here.
That's what it is if you have STDs. It's the penis flytrap.
That's what I thought. It was just scary to me. I was just like, I was shook, but I was interested. I was just like,
Shook but interested.
and I was like, did he really just show me that? But I'm like, I kind of want to see it again. But I didn't tell him that. But he knew that I was interested, so he was like, want to take another look? And I was like, no. But I still kept looking at his backpack. I'm like, no. He
I will
opened it
remember
again.
this for years to come.
Yeah. He showed it to me again. And I was like, no. Like, and I was like, no. I kept looking at it. Like, put it away. And I was hoping he'll take it out again. And he did take it out again. He showed me a different page, which it was a different angle of a woman. And I was like, oh shit. And I was like, I looked at it. I'm like, oh my god, is that really real? I was telling him, is that real? I was like, yeah, this is as real as it gets.
He said that?
Not those words, but he was like, it's real. You know, I was like, oh shit, really? And like, it was new to me. I never seen the naked women, so I was like, and I was just like, we need to put this away. So I was just like, we're gonna get in trouble.
Have you seen your like mom or sisters naked?
No, I
Never seen them.
Probably my own.
You never showered your sisters or anything?
Probably maybe my mom put me and my younger sister together, like when we were kids.
Yeah.
But I can't remember. I can't even remember seeing my mom naked. I mean, you probably seen your mom naked too, because breastfeeding and everything. But
I remember like.
you remember?
That she has a darker nipple. Is that weird?
Oh my, you remember?
Don't say that. That's
It's true.
that's a thing you could come to yourself.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with the color of nip.
I know, but you're just exposing it on the internet.
You bleep the
My
darker nipple.
nipple.
You bleep the darker nipple.
My nipple is like a light pink. I'm
Yeah,
assuming
you've showed your nipple on the internet. It's
Many
fine.
times. We should my nipple.
That's
Both
different.
are
It's just the origin of nip color. I feel like should
But
derive
you remember a
from
specific
something.
little thing from, yeah.
So I
you were
feel like
younger.
my dad should probably be on the lighter side. But
You
I
should
don't
You got a
have-
mix of them, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I cannot remember that. I won't remember
I don't
anything
remember.
from those days.
You don't remember
Everything's like a blur.
color of mom's nip?
No, I don't remember seeing her naked either. I showered with her. I do remember showering, but I don't remember physically being like a shape of
true.
her body, you know?
I don't remember shape of
But
body.
I used to shower with her. I know
I would have
that.
showered with my mom and my dad too. It was kind of like,
When you're kids, it's just an innocent thing, so you don't
You didn't think
remember
about it.
the body.
and then
Really? I remember low-key remember my dad's dick a little bit.
kind of a little
When
bit.
you
You're so interesting.
When he would go pee, I'd be like, is
I
mine
know.
gonna be that big, like in the future? Like
I walked in on my brother, but I don't remember it.
How old were you
When
when
you
you
walked
walked
in?
in?
I think I was like 6,
on him, like,
peeing. And then I was
Oh,
like, why is
okay.
he peeing standing up, you know? Because that was weird to me.
You got an extender. You got a hose. A little
I might
hose?
have not even seen it. I might have just seen the back of him, you know? But,
interesting. Yeah, I remember thinking distinctly. Dang, I remember. Like, I wonder if my wiener's gonna get that size.
no way.
Yeah,
Damn. How old were
You
you?
remember the sizes specifically?
kind of. I mean, it was flaccid, so it's like flaccid dick.
I'm like, is it bigger now?
I think
Bigger
I
than
think-
his?
No,
He has a bigger.
bigger flaccid
Oh my god.
dick than I think.
I can't believe you remember that, though.
Yeah, but this could be because I'm circumcised. Maybe he had that extra skin flowing. I don't know.
Wait, he's not.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's weird that I even
Genetics
think...
is different. They skipped over maybe. Grandpa maybe had circumcision, and then your dad didn't.
Why you say genetics? Circumcision is not genetic.
Or I guess not, right? No. Thinking about it, I mean,
You thought you were born with a circumcision?
No. Thinking about it, like, no, you don't. They snip it for you. Like, unless...
Yeah, remember, you are a man with a t-shirt.
With a t-shirt? Mm-hmm. That's weird, like, he didn't get a snip and you... Well, you know...
Different country.
Different time, maybe, too. Like, it wasn't as maybe popular or more, like... That practice wasn't as used as much as that day. Those days.
I think there's a gray area. Circumcision has, like, this gray area of, like, A, religious thing, B, cleanliness, C, bullshit. You know, those are the positions.
Yeah. We talked about it in the past, about circumcision.
Anyways, in terms of porn, I was actually introduced by this middle school, and I went to private middle school. But I got exposed to hentai privates before real privates.
Oh, the private school kids are the worst kids.
Because they're like little devil kids. Ray.
They're like, we're rebels, right?
Well, he was the rebel one because you know how they do uniforms, right? Now you gotta be all proper, you gotta tuck it in. Ray would be the one where he wouldn't tuck in his shirt, and he would take off his corduroy sweater, and it would be like... I didn't mean to say his full name. Ray...
You have to bleep out a lot of names.
You gotta put the thing back on properly.
Oh, you would tell them?
No, I wouldn't tell
Oh,
them.
okay.
All the teachers, all the straight edge teachers would tell them.
I see. I thought it was you.
Mrs. Powers specifically, she was the straightest of all the edges in St. Thomas the Apostle. Too many details. But he was into like Naruto and stuff, so that I went over to his house one time. He was like, "Hey, you want to see?
You want to see other kinds of Naruto? Have you ever seen this episode of Naruto?" And you're like, "Girl gets on top of Naruto and does this." Wait, no, I've never seen that.
Right, and he would show me the character Sakura, and she was just like find it up and just some.
And you're like, why is she like that? Wait, that's not supposed to happen.
I remember I think it was one of the sound ninjas that did it. It was one of the bad guys in the older seasons of Naruto, and I was like,
you hear that wolf? Oh shit.
That was a wolf?
That was a wolf, you heard that?
You also have to be careful of wolves, they're very, very dangerous.
Not if you like feeding them pizza.
Hey,
Wolfie, Wolfie.
No.
Hey, Wolfie, Wolfie.
Don't attract it.
That's not what you do with wolves.
Hey, Wolfie, Wolfie. Come get your vitamins and your protein.
Why don't you throw it out of the tent? It might be a better idea, so that they stay outside and not come in.
We're in the tent?
Where are we in? What are we in?
We're in the fucking Sahara Desert. Like
just sitting on these chairs, just exposed.
Yeah, why not?
Deciding to do a podcast in the sand?
We're using like in the fire. I mean, they're not gonna get close to fire, are they?
Why are we lighting a fire in a desert? It's windy out here.
But it's cold, right?
But deserts are windy. There's no way the fire's gonna
sustain.
Yeah.
I think our circulation, our little circle that we're doing, is keeping the fire.
Light formation.
It's keeping it within here, so it's not moving away.
That's right. The Egyptian text once said, "Use this light formation, and the fire will stay."
Keep your knee close to the friend's crotch. Why is it wet? It looks like it's wet.
And the alpha opens and the beta closes. Something like that, right?
No. I think the alpha closes. The beta.
You know how ridiculous that sounds?
Hmm.
But yeah, hentai was my first exposure to porn. That kind of warped things for me because it was like cartoons, and I was like getting into anime, and so it was this weird relationship with cartoons. And I was like, once I got into porn, it was like, damn, how come they don't? You know, their bodies are different.
You're like, why do they look like that?
Like, how come they don't have shiny titties?
Yeah.
You know, because hentai got shiny titties.
And these just like bodies that were not. It looked like out of this planet. Like it was just never.
Like Kim Kardashian.
Like now they get close to the hentai bodies than they ever were back in the day. Like back in the day, they didn't. So natural. It's just like what compared to like a hentai. It's like what?
But it doesn't make sense. Like the bodies don't make sense.
They don't make sense.
I don't know if you ever clicked on one of those videos, but the voices don't make sense. How high pitched the voices are. It's like.
Do they do it on purpose? Do you think they do it on purpose? Like they just get very high pitched. They're like.
Oh yeah.
The guy, like the studio manager, is like, "Can you go a little higher?" All right. Like no, I'm not cutting it. Like very fucking high, like squealing basically. Like it's very fucking.
Try squeezing your stomach and feeling a little bit of pain. Take 3.
And she does it again. I'm like, Let me just go over there and just pinch the shit out of you. You know what? There we go. That's what we're looking for.
I would love to see a voice acting session of a hentai actress. Voice actress.
What do they usually say in those? What's the same? Have you heard one word that's always been said in those hentai?
No.
I just keep hearing the like the very high pitched noises like squealing.
Yeah, that's probably all. And then the sex.
Is it animation?
Yeah, it's like animation, but it's kind of like choppy a little.
That's crazy thinking about it. Someone animates this shit. Like, who's paying the other person to animate it?
Why not?
It's crazy.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Get some good money.
Oh, they get good money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think the person creating it wanks off to it?
If you're an
Afterwards?
animator and they pay you really good to do that, you'd probably do it, right?
I think a lot of people actually go that route in order to become a manga artist or an animator. Yeah, it's like a stepping stone. It's like doing gay sex and then moving up to straight sex. Like that's what a lot of people have to do to get into.
But like, what's your
the banging
experience?
industry.
Porn.
And then you're like, okay, you know the ropes. I don't gotta show you the ropes. I feel like that's
You know
kinda
all
what
the
it is.
angles. You're
You know all the
good.
angles. Yeah. Especially if their animation studio likes to heavily show, you know, sexy poses. You know, they gotta hire some of the hentai guys because they've been doing that for.
I guess anime does a little bit of that sometimes.
Sometimes it depends
With the
on
ladies.
depends on the show. Yeah, for sure.
That was the route to your porn ventures.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's something that I look back on, and I connect the dots, and it always starts with Ray.
You ever think of Ray when you're kind of just letting one loose?
Sometimes
Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Ray.
Oh no.
Not thank you, Ray, but I do be thinking about my friends sometimes, and then that just totally throws off the whole session.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you probably popped in one of my wank sessions.
Oh my lord.
But not like because it made it better, but it's just I probably
Something
saw
maybe
you
I
a couple
texted
hours
you,
ago.
maybe.
Yeah, and then it was just I was like fucking.
Like, why did you just get in there? Get out. And you're like, nope, we're still in there.
And that's not something I could regulate 1,000% with my willpower. I think that'd be a problem with like in the future where we don't speak any language and we start to communicate telepathically. And you're talking to your crush. It's like, what the fuck? I mean, what was homework on last Tuesday?
Like, I just imagine you bending down and it's me ramming the shit out of you.
Yeah, fuck the shit. I mean,
let me think something else.
Geometry
Oh,
class.
if people knew what was going on in people's heads,
Yeah.
we'll be done. Everybody will be in jail. Everybody will
Do you
be.
want to play handball? I want to fuck. You know?
Fuck you right now.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You want to get lunch together? I want to bend you over.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Do you actually have those thoughts though?
ham and cheese fuck sandwich. Yeah.
Really? That graphic?
Well, yeah, I get it.
Yes.
If you're imaginative, you could go crazy.
If you're a male,
But when you're talking to someone, like asking her to
Imagine
go
you
get
can-
lunch.
it can be. You can.
Really? Okay.
You can imagine just many possibilities.
If
of,
you're,
like,
it's like this.
different angles.
Let's bring it up this way. You're really mad at your mom, right? And let's say
Where's this going?
I want to hit her with a
Crush.
frying pan because she's pissing me off. Like something like that, basically.
yeah, you wanna cut her head off because she's
like crazy
pissing you
thoughts,
off
yeah.
that day. But you're not actually gonna cut her head off. It just
It goes in there. It's just like you see or you think of anything
Yeah.
possible in your mind.
same thing
But
when
you
you're
don't do it,
extremely
yeah.
attracted to somebody. It'd be like they'll be talking to you. Be, yeah, I'll have lunch with you.
You're just thinking about how they look naked basically the whole time.
100%.
That's very true. Inside of a male mind.
Yeah, and it's definitely unhealthy, and it's a problem because I too just want to have lunch without thinking those thoughts. But you try being in my head and see how you handle it, ladies.
We were talking about that, I think probably a while ago, about like how we could just go about meeting a new person, especially a girl, meeting a new girl in our lives. Like how do we approach it without thinking, oh, I want to have sex with you, or oh, you look so hot, or you're kind of cute. Like that's our first thoughts. I feel like, at least for men, they're just always thinking like, oh, you're cute. Like it's never like, oh, I wonder what you do like in your career, like something like that. I don't know. All right, let's get on to the next.
No,
section.
It's never that.
I don't think so, right? No.
Look, I'll say this. It is a constant battle, what you're saying, to not think those thoughts, right? And when I don't, it's way better. You become friends with females. It's not an issue. But once you have those nasty thoughts, you know, my success rate goes lower. Like if I'm trying to like, you know, find a mate, right? And I'm thinking all sexual, usually it doesn't work out that well. Yeah. But when I tell myself, all right, you just chill the fuck out. She's a fucking human being. Like I have to pep talk myself. And then it's like we're friendly. It's normal. It's kind of like you look at a dude in the room and he's shifty eyesing all the time. But you don't want to talk to that guy. He's shifty eyes. Why would you talk to shifty eyes? You don't know what he's thinking or looking at. So I get it.
I see that happen. The shifty eye guy, I would probably talk to the shifty eye.
No, you want to know what's going on with shifty eye.
Yeah, I want to know why you shifty eyes like that. Yeah. What's up with you right now?
Yeah.
You have some interesting stories probably.
And he's probably thinking so much ass.
Yeah, like, well, share some of that experience with me or something. Just like, what you got going on?
Yeah. Too much going on.
Too much going on.
Too much to handle.
Yeah,
Too hot.
And he can't handle it himself, so then that's why he's shifty eye everywhere.
Yes.
Cold pizza.
Let's read another one.
Let's read another note. Let's read another note of your encounters and.
Let's start out, you know,
in camp godlike.
Yeah, let's start out with the God one time. After that sin.
We need fucking God in our life.
After
Jesus.
that spewing sin of the mouth, believe and have faith. If that doesn't speak for itself. You can pick one of these. I don't know.
Let me just close my eyes and I'll pick one.
Okay.
I picked two. Oh, I picked the one with the red gel pen lettering.
Don't read who it is from. Like cover the name.
Okay.
And then you'll be like brain blast.
It says, "Sup, my Korean friend. Hope you liked camp and hope you learned something from it. And also thanks for writing Tiffany's name and carving it for me. Have a nice summer." What the fuck? Can I read the name?
Yes, please.
Really?
Shout out to my boy.
To my boy. Should we say the last?
Yeah.
Yeezy?
Yeah. Bing Yee.
Bing Yee. Really?
This was the origin of our friendship. One of my best friends.
Wait, he had gel pen?
It was like a...
He probably borrowed it from somebody.
He borrowed it from somebody. He took it from somebody.
Can I borrow your pen?
And never gave it back.
Did he like Tiffany?
I think he did.
He's not in this photo though, is he?
Oh, this was a different camp.
Oh, okay.
This was a different camp. This was not in one of these camps.
You were younger here, right? Than 17?
I think I was 17.
Oh, your hair though.
I know. I was trying.
You have to post this.
I'll post
him.
this.
Scan it. Yeah, you gotta scan. Give me
Show
that picture.
him.
I did this technique where
His hair is hilarious.
I made it go up in a way, and then I showered before bed. I made it go up in a certain way, and then I went like this. So all my hairs were standing up, and they were drying up. So that's why they look like that.
Oh my god!
And it was it looked good one day.
It's so fluffy.
But not any other day. That's what it looked like most of the days.
And that was a bad day.
Bad hair day.
Yeah. You know when you do a thing and you're like, let's do it again.
Yeah, I have a photo hanging at my parents' house where I was.
Same thing. You're like, That's gonna look good, right?
This looks good. And later you're
Right?
like,
Oh, I look
no,
like a
it
Chanel.
does.
Years later, like, what the hell did I used to do? What the
Derek
fuck was I
at lunch
thinking?
is gonna look at me today.
Derek got left.
Yeah, that's how it be sometimes. Though. You're like, oh, thinking you're coming to school, and the next day you're like, damn, I'm looking so fly, and
You
then
get
think
home and
about-
look in the mirror and
and
you're
you're
like,
like, I was really wearing that shitty shirt. My hair's like that. What was I doing?
Derek didn't even look my way.
Didn't even look my way. No, not even like fucking one stare.
Yesterday
And then
he
you
did a
think
little
about it.
shoulder tap, and today he didn't look my way.
It's like if I never fucking existed.
I wish I could disappear. Read another one.
Let's read another one. Oop. All right, let's get this one.
That's the part 2, actually. This was the
Oh.
one laying on my lap.
It says Jeremy. Ow.
oh, okay.
My girl calls you Jeremy.
Really?
Like germs. Yeah. I tell her, she always correct her. She's like, oh yeah, it's Jeremy.
It's fine. She can call me that.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of cute. Didn't like how Zion kept taking you away. Zion? Who's Zion?
Oh, that's a flirt right there.
That's
I
what
didn't
she
like how Zion was taking you away.
You still owe me a
Back to
bracelet.
Xeon.
Cries.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Thanks for feeding me my watermelon. Yum. Oh my god.
That's a story you didn't
Too
tell?
bad we didn't talk
I don't remember that.
that much until the end of camp. So sad.
It was like one watermelon. I don't know.
She remembered.
Yeah.
Should have talked more. Sorry for killing you first in Mafia. You get the game? I'm good. Right? The game I'm talking about? Yeah. You're so kind for helping me. What? The wolves.
Jesus Christ.
You're so kind for helping me write and encourage. Wait, what is that? Helping me.
Right, an encouragement card.
An encouragement
These
card.
Are, these are those.
Camp better not be the last time I see you, man. Or else the friendship bracelet has no meaning. The name. Just kidding. And another name.
Is she in this photo?
That was part 2 of 3.
Is she in this?
No.
No.
It was a different camp, that one.
Damn, so many camps.
I know.
I know.
I never went to camp.
This was part 1, but
Fucking camp. I want to go to camp.
But it's a Christian camp, so
It
it's
was
okay.
fun. There was not. Yeah, the Christian stuff was just like
Did you guys like go to church every day?
no.
But-
Once a week,
And do you guys have
How long was
campfires
the
and stuff?
camp?
5 days.
So that's only one time the whole time you were at camp. I'm talking
no,
about
no.
at camp. Was there church every day?
Oh.
Not
Yeah, but it
real
was
life.
like an hour, and then the rest was playtime.
About playtime.
The playtime is
See
like
you on the cross.
is the marketing,
I know. How did no one see that?
Mm-hmm.
and that was the thing
She even
was
had time to sleep.
the thing was this other
I
guy.
know.
The thing was this other. Well, after a trip, you're all tired, so everyone's sleeping. The thing was this other guy. It was rumored liked or had a thing with a girl on lap. So he would pass by every now and then on the aisle,
Not doggy.
and I would every time he would pass by, I would guess what I would do.
Pretend to be
I feel
asleep.
guilty because I was like, if they have a thing, and I don't know if she's using me or what, but I just felt uncomfortable. So I just
Damn. Over here with getting all the ladies. Hear me out.
no.
Seriously?
I know.
No.
You never told these stories. But now there's multiple ladies.
This true nature is coming out. The animal's coming out. The old animal.
It's the environment, man. It's the environment of
The
it's the
word.
cool breeze. It's
Mm-hmm.
the formation, the way that we're huddled, this triangle of
The warmth.
humanity.
Sarah looking at is very creepy from
Your
the.
battery might die soon, actually.
I have another one.
Okay.
But
But it seems like you had fun.
I did have fun.
Damn.
Have very fun. So, guys, if you're not into the whole God thing and you're young, I would say go for the ladies. Even the pastors will sometimes tell you they're gonna be girls. Is that creepy? I don't know, but I'm saying it because it's true. Everyone there is a regular human being that in the back of their mind they want to fuck or kiss. I think everyone wants to kiss at least under the stars. So, will you have a chance?
I think so.
You will have a chance.
I still want to do that. I still want to just lay underneath the stars and just fucking Just wondering.
Next to this girl you just met like 2 days ago.
It's probably a really romantic thing for sure. Barely getting to know her, and you're holding hands and looking at the stars.
You're like thinking this must be destiny.
Mm-hmm. Damn. But you were close to that though.
I don't think so.
Well, she was literally looking at the stars. If she had her crotch literally in your lap, she was like, damn.
She was looking at the top of the bus.
Oh, that's
Oh, this was on. You didn't tell us it was on a bus.
Oh, it was on the bus. Yeah.
I was in the bus the whole time. I was thinking it was a campfire.
Oh, you thought it was.
I thought it was just at camp, like
somewhere.
This was after.
sitting in a building somewhere.
So you guys were in the bus.
Oh, no.
Also, wait, every now and then her head would just bang on your crotch.
That is true. That is true.
God. So she couldn't tell if you had a boner, if anything, because that might have just been the bump. Like she's like, oh, something's rising. No, it's just a bump. Just a bump.
I didn't. Yeah, and I think at the time I might have had a juke phone, so that was my ready excuse was, oh, it's my phone.
So you had your phone there already, just in case.
Yeah, just in case she asks, like,
what
what is that?
Well, I'm in your right pocket, and you have it in your left. I just took it out right now.
That's the risk of using that excuse. But I had it ready at my hand, never had to use it, so we're good.
Damn, you have to use an escape route every time. You're just thinking ahead. Right when she placed it, you're like, oh, I need to think of an escape route if I get a boner.
Juke. Okay. You gotta rehearse it in your head a little bit, so when the time comes, you're ready. Always have a plan.
I should have had a plan for those other times, like the person was sitting on my lap. You know what I mean? I didn't have an escape plan. I was just like, if it goes up, it's downhill from here.
Let's say you the plan. I think a good solid plan is, I get cramps easy. Sit on that motherfucker's lap. And we'll trade a little bit.
My fucking knee hurts. I just fell the other day. Can you just pop off?
Or like, if you don't.
Firework.
Fireworks.
Motherfuckers are still doing fireworks. In Sub-Saharan Africa?
They're still doing it.
Jesus Christ.
What's the July? Maybe it's July 4th.
Can't escape these fucking fireworks, man.
Maybe they celebrate July 4th here, a little later. Who knows?
Just because you have the right expression, just because you believe in your own nonsense, doesn't mean.
We're out in nature, so anything goes. Anything goes, right? If you're in nature.
Bite to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Anything goes.
Anything just goes. Like, you do anything.
What about the mama pull by the ear? Is that allowed in a friendly tussle?
Mm-hmm.
That's not allowed in a friendly tussle. I feel like you shouldn't be pulling ears.
Oh, like if it's someone between us, like we were just.
Yeah, we're like friendly tussle, and you pull my ear. I'd be.
That was a very annoying thing. I remember as a kid. I'm like.
That's like.
You just held on to it afterwards, and you're like. Oh.
After that, anything goes.
My ears are very sensitive, or just my skin in general. So if she pulled on it, it'll be red for a whole day. You know what I mean?
Cool.
My ear.
Who pulled?
My mom, when she would pull on my ear. Or she was pulling it really hard, like in the store. If I was being bratty, she was like, stop it, she'll pull on it.
That's
and
a real thing parents do.
And then I just held on for it throughout the whole day because it was red. And it was like, fuck. Wow. Would you ever pull on your kid's ear? I wonder if we're going to do that when we're older.
I don't think my mom did it because I used to have problems with my ears, actually.
So she did some other part, your nipple maybe?
So, I don't have enough nipple to grab onto.
Oh my god, something. Pinch your butt. I mean, she used to pinch your butt, you
I
said.
didn't have an ass either.
So what the hell did she pinch?
Probably my nose would be... You can pinch any human's nose. But then again, some people have flat noses, right? Some people you just can't pinch.
I think it's that time where we, go Brokeback Mountain style and cuddle a little bit.
Who want you, a little spoon or a big spoon?
You call it.
I'll be a big spoon.
Well, I'll be small spoon.
No, I like a little spoon.
Why? What do you want to be?
I think from a man, a little spoon would be great. Especially out in the woods. I could be held because it's cold.
So I'm kind of cold too. I get kind of cold.
Yeah,
so who's going to be big spoon to me? God? Who?
Have faith.
Just front hug.
Front hug?
Oh. Hey,
I've had enough of this.
We were like, imagine we had a boner, and this is like, we have morning wood. Imagine morning wood, and the both of us are like,
yeah.
They're just gonna go to the sides, they're gonna hit each other.
The question is, who's got the bigger log?
We'll find out in the morning.
I hope y'all have a great
night.
Why is music? Why is there
Sounds like the Power Rangers episode. What the fuck?
Is that what deserts do? I didn't know wolves were desert creatures.
They're getting closer. I think I hear them. They're around us. They're circling us. That's what they do. In a fucking pack, they circle their prey.
Why do you sound so calm? Do you have a plan?
I have a plan. Hey, Sarah. Can you go over there?
Yeah, while we run
This way.
this way.
You go over there. Is that
Do
fine?
you have insurance? Even though we'll pay for your hospital
We'll
bill.
pay for the hospital bills. Don't have to worry about insurance, okay?
Look at me. Pay for your hospital bill.
We'll pay for your hospital bill, okay?
Yeah, the one intern we have, we're gonna get her killed. Maybe that's not the best plan.
She'll survive. She's strong. She's the thick lady.
Here, give her some more. You got this, Sarah.
You got it. There you go. Oh, she's getting kind of scratched up. I think they're playing a little too rough with her, right?
Let's get the fuck out of
Let's
here.
get the fuck out of here. Yeah, get the fuck out. Primal Primos in nature. Where are you going?
Blessed be your name.
Blessed be thy name.
Every blessing you pour out, I turn back to pray.
We
In the
love you.
darkness, still I will say,
We love you and subscribe and comment.
please, we need more.
You need another intern, so.
Yeah, you need an intern.